Hey, mamas. Why are we so quick to judge ourselves for having feelings, desires, and needs? Some things aren't meant to be denied or fixed, and instead meant to be paid attention to. Our intuition is always speaking to us, and will only be denied for so long. It'll scream to get your attention. You will feel it in your body, mind, and spirit. That doesn't make you a bad person. You're not a bad person for wanting out, for wanting more, for not staying in an unfulfilling and unhealthy relationship. You are a human. That's what I want to talk to you about today. I'm calling this conversation, Does Divorce Make You a Bad Person? Hi there, mamas. Welcome to the Intuitive Divorce Podcast. I'm Kristen Noel, certified divorce coach and creator of the Best Self Intuitive Divorce, a game-changing program that transforms the experience and outcomes of divorce one mother at a time. I call it Divorcing Differently. I'm here each week bringing you a quick message to support, inspire, and empower you to achieve the outcomes you want for yourself and your kids. So let's dive into today's episode. Are you a bad person because you want a divorce, mama? Well, maybe according to the one who doesn't want to give it to you, or maybe according to rigid religious doctrine, or if it doesn't align with the agendas of others. But how's that working out for you? And speaking of you, where are you in this equation? We certainly don't take divorce or the dissolution of a marriage and a family unit lightly, but there's much more to the story than that. Marriage shouldn't be about suffering, abuse, neglect. It shouldn't be about losing yourself or sacrificing your needs. It shouldn't be about drowning or playing small. I don't know who wrote the manual for women that encoded this notion that we must stay at all costs, make it work, hold it together, be good girls, suck it up, and be silent. You get a say in your life, mama. In fact, you get to write the next chapter. And yes, that means taking accountability as well. How did you end up here in this marriage with this man or woman? What role did you play? More importantly, where do you want it to go now? Remember, just because a marriage ends doesn't mean it was all bad. But we morph, change, and grow over years and decades. We become more of ourselves and who we are meant to be. We begin to see life through a new lens, and we want to feel alive. And yet, we allow our emotions to take over and steer the ship. Fear can be paralyzing, and it can also fill our heads with false narratives that just aren't reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat divorce. It's big. It's upheaval. It's emotional. It's hard. But it's also about declaring, I deserve more. It's about healing, revealing, becoming. You deserve that, mama. Your kids deserve that. And no, you are not a bad person for having needs, desires, and dreams. I'm going to say that again. You are not a bad person for having needs, desires, and dreams. It's about seeing that you can't stay where you're drowning. That's a recipe for disaster that will eventually catch up with you as your health and well-being dwindles, as you become a shadow of yourself, as you feel ashamed of your parenting, etc. Some women are afraid that their husbands won't give them a divorce. Well, while they can make that difficult and costly by dragging it out, they don't get to decide this. You don't have to stay, and they can't prevent a divorce. You might feel like being desirous of a divorce makes you a bad person, but what if instead you were actually a trailblazer for what is best for all of you? What if your courage is actually going to set you all free? Oftentimes, mothers of teens tell me that their kids just want their parents to get divorced. There's a true cost to staying in a marriage and living in an unhappy house where the energy is heavy and can be cut with a knife, and it affects everyone. You can't hide this from your children no matter how much you try. They hear you, see you, feel you. While we don't want to teach our children that relationships and people are disposable, we also want to teach them to respect themselves and others, to be accountable for their actions, and to learn from their mistakes, and honor their own desires. How can we be our best selves if we stay in abusive situations? Consider what it would feel like to wake up in the morning with peace and ease. What would it feel like to just be, free to be who you are, dancing in your kitchen to music you love? What would it feel like to be light on your feet, happy? What would it feel like to not be hiding, stressed, depressed, guilt-ridden? What if you could just free yourself from all of that and allow yourself to heal? Well, you can. And you can model for your children that life is full of ups, downs, and all-arounds. That's just reality. Life isn't all unicorns and rainbows, but it shouldn't be a prison sentence either. It's what you do with life adversity that matters. It's how you choose to get through it that matters. It's what you allow to unfold that matters. Why? Because you matter. You already know what you want, need, and dream about. Maybe it's just time to stop trying to suppress it and instead set it free. When feelings well up, talk back to them. What are you afraid of? Is it real? How could you see it differently? Ask yourself, can I stay in this situation forever? How will I feel if I wake up 10 years from now and can't believe I'm still here? I don't say these words lightly, but I say them often. Divorce is an opportunity. Are you ready to seize yours? Thanks for listening to today's episode, but more importantly, for making this time for yourself. If you're a professional, independent mother facing off with divorce, struggling with your emotions, worried about your kids and your future, and want a better way to navigate it all, I've got 2 ways to completely change the trajectory of your divorce and your life starting today. The first is our free divorce workshop. In this training, you'll learn the 3 steps to get off the emotional roller coaster and take control of your divorce so you can save time, money, and heartache for you and your family. Simply go to intuitivedivorce.com/workshop. And the second way is to book a free strategy call with our team, where we'll dive into your situation, your struggles, what you really want, and outline a path to get you there. For a short video and the booking link, go to intuitivedivorce.com/call. Check it out, and I'll see you inside.